Hello, my friends, and welcome to Casino Kid, brought to us by Seville of 1989. What I'm going to do is, update time. Toughest gamblers are here to compete with you, beat them in poker, blackjack, in your ultimate rival challenge. So, it's December. We're in full steam of December. And what's been going on? Is I've been doing a lot of LP stuff for the channel, as well as a lot of streaming, as you notice. So for the most part, that I have been playing with a lot of projects, namely stuff like well, aside from this, there's still Project Crosszone I still need to finish. Digimon World, which I still have partially recorded and partially up, because I've been working on a lot of other stuff. Terranigma, for one. Aside from other stuff that I don't really have recorded yet, but I've been doing a lot more streaming these days. It really is a thing when you're doing streaming and then you're doing recording. You know, I've been really busy for the last couple of days, trying to catch up with property taxes and whatnot. I mean, for what it's worth, there's a lot that is really going on. And, you know, and sometimes it's not as easy as one would think it is. It really is. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell what you want to play, and sometimes you gotta map some stuff out. I mean, my off season is coming, so I'm doing a lot of pre-recording, not only on here but on PS4 as well, and I see myself doing more PS4 Let's Plays in the coming months, because I already got my New Year's Let's Play already up, as well as the next LP for what's following that, but I don't have it completely done yet. But of course, you know, most times I'm recording for 3 slots. And that's for weekday and weekend. I post on my end, midnight and 9 a.m. And I leave my streams for 1 p.m. or later, before I stream, or might be the next day. So, mind you, I stream 4 days a week, so therefore it gives me a lot of content to just basically put up, say, for the next day. Over. Especially if I'm doing like 4. If I'm doing like 4 streams a day, it's like, okay, guess what? I mean, not 4 streams a day, but 4 streams a week. That gives me a lot of content to just like, okay, this is what I'm doing Sunday. You'll see it Monday. This is what I'm doing Monday. You'll see it Tuesday. This is what I'm doing Wednesday, so you'll see it Thursday. This is what I'm doing Friday. You'll see it Saturday or Sunday. And I've already put up what I made for what I had up for Sunday, which is Enigma. And I already covered that last Friday. I mean, for what it's worth, that I'm really going through with what's been happening, I've been handling this pretty damn good. I mean, really and truly, I've been handling this pretty damn good. Between streaming and recording, I've been taking it in stride as to what to record and what to stream. And there are some games that deem better recording as well as streaming. Like, take for instance, the last couple of games I got for myself are Samurai Jack Battle Through Time and Renaissance of Fate. Or Resonance of Fate, take your pick. And I had to ask myself the question, which is more important? Do I want to get something that I've had on pre-order for the last couple months? Or just say you want to get something more bang for your buck, more content. I chose more content. I mean, more content for me means more content for everyone. Because I'm about, you know me, I'm about the content. For people who've never heard of certain games, to people who say, I played this game before. And just for the lurkers and the curious alike. for what it's worth that I've been on YouTube for this long and being on Twitch for quite a short time. And I've learned how to work with OBS for not only YouTube but for Twitch as well. So all I had to do is just hotkeys and put them to where they need to be. Like I usually have my hotkeys set on my numpad, whereas if I'm recording something, I have it on my F pad, like F1 to F12. But my main numbers are F10 for recording and stop recording, F11's for pausing, F9 is for screenshots. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. Of course, you have better things to do. Not like I care. But you know. There are better things I could do with my time, of course, but here I am playing Video Casino. All you're doing is just walking around. That's all you're really doing. You're walking around, you're meeting your rivals. Quote unquote. Some of these some of the lines I'm reading, I don't have to, you know, act it out, but some of these lines I'm reading, like, I'm pretty. Hey, dude. You know, I can just pretty much picture him like saying, hey, dude. Hey, punk. Later, man. I remember poker, draw poker. The best way to play draw poker is just not think. Nice. A two pair. I mean, that's how I did it in JoJo, really. Just like, you don't think about it, just guide. Just feel out what looks right to you. So I want to hold that. Hold that. One pair. pair. Okay. That face he makes up. Oh! Fine, you want to raise it. Alright, fine. Two pair. Trust me, I played this game many times during when I was younger. Every time I played Casino Kid, this was the guy I basically stopped on. And I think I remember I'd beaten it once, but I can't seem to remember when I'd beaten this game. Thank you. Remember the last time I actually played, I played with the fellows, it was, Vegas Dream. Thank you. You want to raise it, you can do that. I'm doing it too. Two pair. The whole trick in this entire game is just basically, when it comes to poker, don't think. Just feel the cards out. This is draw poker, so all you have to do is just basically feel the cards out. Blackjack is basically more like know when to hit and know when not to hit. Might as well hold these cards. Okay, so I got myself a pair. Three of a kind, of course. Yeah. Oh, so. Just in case. Just in case. Let's see, what is this? Sometimes RNG plays into this game as well. So, guess what? Oftentimes when I'm playing a game like this, I have to just empty my brain. Just, it helps, you know. I got 2 pair. Isn't that the usual standard fare though? Like I said, the last time I actually played this game, oh man. Just in case. Oh, that's even better. How to use RG to your advantage right there. Sometimes this game really operates more on RNG than Vegas Dream does. This is why I do this, just in case. Like, what would happen if I were to do this? Okay, what would happen if I do this? I got a pair. Okay. I mean, it really is what it is. I mean, I got so many games in backlog. Most of them being discontinued because over the years I've been going through a lot of transitions with computers. From XP to 7, 10, and soon 11. It's like, it's kind of hard to keep up with. It's really hard to keep track with every Let's Play that I've been doing. And sometimes it's very difficult to play catch up to where I stopped at. Especially on certain Let's Plays. Sometimes I can play catch up, and other times I don't really feel like I want to catch up. so soon you want to raise the bet. Ooh, I should have kept that. And I still won! What is this hand? I was like, yeah, I can say the same thing. What is this hand? It's not really cheating if RNG's involved. Because it can bite you in the ass. If you make a bad save or, you know, just like, does it seem like it's a good idea to do this? So please bet all you have. Okay. That's why I do that. This way, I am playing the game. BAM! I'll be taking your money. Fine. I'll take your $120. Thank you. Bye. And his ass has been vanished into the ether. That's why I like playing this game sometimes. Because you know, this game is more RNG than Vegas Dream. And sometimes, even with a save, like, just one save take. You just technically rewind, like, okay, what if I were to press that? Oh. 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 Some games aren't really like that. No more so than, like, 100% orange juice. It's like, with certain games that I feel I can do on channel, I don't mind wanting to do them, provided that I'm given the time and the space, because I can have the patience of a saint sometimes, and sometimes I don't, and that's rare. And some games are shorter than others, and some games are longer than others. Some games tend to feel long to me, in which sometimes they might feel short. So, what's going to happen in 2022? Well, let's see. I plan to do a lot more fan-translated games. I plan to do a lot more patch games. Now, mind you, the difference between fan translation and patches are basically just that. One are, you know, these are games that never been out in the States. So it's either going to be fan translated or undubbed. For those who don't know what undubbed is, it's basically you're playing you're basically playing a game with the actual script, not the script that was made when it was brought over, but the actual script translated. So you're basically playing a game with the voices, with the actual script. That's what it means when it's called undubbed. And then there's, fan translations, which are basically sometimes spotty, other times not so spotty. And then there are patch games. Now, for those who don't know what patched are, there are some games that were brought over here with a reversed difficulty. Like there's some, for instance, Bayou Billy. Bayou Billy, when it was brought over here, it had a reversed difficulty. If you played Mad City, the difficulty was much more moderate than, say, challenging. You didn't have to do a lot of shooting. You actually had an energy bar when you were driving. It wasn't just one hit. No, you basically took a few hits and you took a few hits before you died, and you didn't. It wasn't cheap. Another. I would also add to the fact that there's also other games like the Seven Saga. Seven Saga had a reverse difficulty. Vi had a reverse difficulty. Pop Full Mail. Any of the working design games, they had a reverse difficulty because it was a lot harder than it was originally. Because it felt like you were dealing with a boss or a certain region that had a certain scale of monsters that were like 5 to 7 levels higher than you. And, for the sake of what it was worth, it's like, really, that's not fair. But then again, it's been like that since the 80s, really. Casino games, totally different though, because basically all you have to do is, as far as the RNG is concerned, RNG is always there. Especially with this game, Casino Kid, the RNG is there. Especially if I use like a save state. You use a save state like, oh hey, blip. It's like, save state basically just gives you insight like, should you play this card? Should you not play this card? It's the same thing with Vegas Dreams. Should you go ahead and ride the RNG? Really, that's all you're doing. You're riding the RNG. Because if you were playing Vegas Dreams, you'd be like, okay, you're sitting there for, say, a couple of rounds. You're doing good. Then all of a sudden, this one person shows up. He might bump into you, or they might ask you for a change for $5, or they might ask you to come to a show, or whatever the circumstance. It's up to you to decide: do you want to go, or do you want to stay here? You want to gain some more money? Do you want to play the odds? Really? Do you want to play the percentages, or do you want to beat the odds? That's what it all comes down to. Another thing I'm going to do for next year, and I'm going to do some more PS4 games. And by then, I might have a capture card just to do a lot more, because PS4 games just tend to look so much better to record and stream off on than being on PC. And if I really want to cover more, I should at least have that little incentive for me to, just expand on, just to say, oh, I want to do the rest of the Yakuza games. I want to do Judgment. I want to do Tales of Arise. Eventually, I want to do this game, that game, this game, and that game, and that. There's a whole bunch of games that I have on my PS4 that technically I wouldn't mind wanting to do. Most likely stream over record. Some tend to look better streamed than recorded. And like I said, I'm already recording something off PS4 as we speak, and it'll probably be like right after I'm done with whatever I'm doing right now, which is Digimon World for PlayStation 1. And that's going to be a thing because I'm still working with that. I'm still working with Project Cross Zone 2, and then I'm working on another project. And then I still have the roulette, so I'm constantly changing up things in the roulette. Some stay, some are going because, I'm constantly working on games in the background. So a lot of projects I'm working on for the channel, be it I'm streaming or I'm just doing them just for a sake. I'm doing it. And funny thing is, I'm not doing this for money. The one thing I am doing for money is voice acting. And even, I can't really talk about that because most of what I do is basically, I'm under contract not to talk about it. I signed an NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement, so therefore I can't talk about what I'm working on. And it's about the same thing. It's like, if I'm on Twitter, like, I can't say anything about what I'm working on because, aside from Let's Plays, this is basically what I'm doing. Aside from working on stories, I'm still working on stories, by the way. I hadn't been working on a story in a while because of, life. And it's not because, I'm not really working, per se. Well, I'm really not. I mean, there's a whole lot of things that are going on in the background. Especially when it comes to me and my disability. It's finally being, looked at, recorded, and everything, so not much I can say about that, so hey, as long as I make something. The whole thing is I'm making something, and if I can try to make something off of Twitch, that's progress. So it's a good thing. I'm not trying to, be like everybody else on Twitch. I'm not trying to do the Call of Duty. I'm not doing Genshin. I'm not doing Pokemon Shining, Diamond, Pearl, Pertruse, or whatever the hell else. I mean, I will eventually get back to doing a Pokemon game. But, I will bide my time. Besides, my channel is not really about, my Twitch channel is not really about, trying to be like everybody else. I'm trying to keep in line with what I'm doing. Showing off games that never made it out over here, or if they had made it out over here, it hadn't had much exposure. That's what it all comes down to. That's what I'm about. I'm about, gamer awareness. And even my friends, they would bring it to my attention. Oh, hey, Izzy, you know about this game? No, I don't know about this game. Well, then you should play it. I'm like, okay, sure, why not? Like, not many people know about Casino Kid. Not many people know about Sofel. Not many people know about Casino Kid 1, 2, Wall Street Kid. There was another game that still felt it, but the name escapes me. But I mean, you know, for what it's worth, that what I'm doing, hey, it's something. I mean, I'd rather be doing something in here than be out there in the streets trying to get high or some shit like that. I mean, truth be told, I'd rather be, well, going through life the best way I can and try to do what everybody expects me to do. I mean, I nearly died for trying to be what everybody else wants me to be. And that's the last thing I need to do is die just because the world expects a lot out of me, and I don't expect a lot out except for, say, treat me right and I'll treat you right. Respect me, I respect you. Laugh with me, cry with me. But whatever you do, don't look down on me. That's what it all comes down to. So, hopefully next year, when it rolls around, will be a lot better than what this year was, because my God, 2021 has been like a kick to the ass to everyone on the face of planet Earth. And here's to hoping that 2022 will be a lot less painful, regardless of what the media says, of what is happening. Whatever the media says, whatever is going on social media, it don't matter as long as we get through this. And we can get through this together. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to leave it at that. So until next time, of whatever I'm going to do and whatever I'm planning on doing and whatever I got going on in the background or in the foreground, know that I'm still PI7, otherwise known as the Tenkaichi, and I'll see you next time with more great content. So stick around and stay tuned for that. So share it if you like it, sub if you want to know more. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. On Twitch it's PookieIzzy79. On Twitter, it's PookieIzzy7. And of course, my channel is PookieIzzy7. But, you know, just look up Underrated Games or URG and you'll find me. In some way, you know, I got a few hashtags like izzyvs, chestofobscurity. If you look up chestofobscurity, you'll find some stuff that I've done. Aside from that, you can also make requests. I do take requests sometimes, and other times, as long as they're within the realm of good taste, and as long as you don't make them out as far-fetched as do this game this way, just let me play the goddamn game. Thank you. Just let me play through the game. Try not to spoil me when I'm doing this, especially if I've never played this game. Especially if I never played this game before. But if you want to give me insider information, that works. That helps. I mean, if you tell me ahead of time, before I start the project, that's fine. As long as you don't go into saying, oh, hey, I gotta no. Whether it's a game I played before during my own spare time and I'm trying to remember Where am I supposed to go? How am I supposed to do this? If I need a hint, I'll ask. Otherwise, I got walkthroughs. That's all you need to know. I got walkthroughs. So, until next time of whatever the hell I plan to do, this is your friendly neighborhood Tenkaichi. You know me better as Izzy. And I'll see you next time. So, with that, ayo!